we still faithful. I'ma put it all on the table. We forever faithful. Yeah, we still faithful.
What's going on, 49er faithful? I'm JD. This is Keeping the Faith, a place that has always been for the faithful, by the faithful. And I know that 49ers fans have a bit of a sour taste in their mouth following the outcome of Super Bowl 59 with the Philadelphia Eagles coming away victorious in dominant fashion against the Kansas City Chiefs. But I think I have a little bit of good news that may just make 49ers fans feel a little bit better now that the NFL season is officially over. And hey, the Eagles winning the Super Bowl, it's old news now. It's done and gone. It's over with. We're moving on to 2025, 49er fans. And I think, like I said, I have a little bit of news that may just make you feel a little bit better. Now, I've been sitting on this news for a little over a week now, and it was further just corroborated today by Tim Kawakami of the San Francisco Standard. But let me explain. About a week ago, I came across a tweet from 49ers Sports Talk on Twitter. You guys have heard me talk about him a few times here on the channel. And he came out with a statement that I thought about talking about it, but I said, let's just put it under the rug and save it for later and see if this has any legs to it. But here's what 49ers Sports Talk had to say. He put out a tweet that stated, "Breaking news, league executives and pro football scouts believe that the 49ers will be aggressive players this offseason, per source. This was common talk at the Senior Bowl. Buckle up, ladies and gents." Like I said, I saw that about a week ago. The date on the tweet was February the 3rd. I said, okay, well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, right? Because entering this offseason, 49ers fans have been of the mind that, we have a lot of our own guys that we have to re-sign, whether that is signing Brock Purdy to what will be a mega deal, signing George Kittle to his third contract with the franchise, potentially bringing back Dre Greenlaw. You have other guys like Aaron Banks, Talanoa Hufanga. The list goes on and on. So a lot of people have been of the opinion that the 49ers won't have that much money to play with. But like we've mentioned here on this channel, they're rolling over about $50 million in cap space. They're restructuring the contract of Fred Warner. They have other guys that they can restructure. Javon Hargrave is going to free up some money with a post-June 1st cap hit, or a post-June 1st designation, and he's going to be cut. Deebo Samuel, all that latest news, may or may not free up some money depending on the outcome of how that goes. But at the end of the day, the 49ers are going to have more than enough money to throw around and do with what they please. And so going into this offseason, it was never my opinion that the 49ers would be sitting on their hands and just biding their time and going into the draft, not making any big swings, just kind of ho-hum, business as usual. I've been of the opinion that the 49ers are going to be very aggressive this offseason. Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, their feet are to the fire at this point, coming off of a down year. How many times are they going to knock on the doorstep before they get it done, right? How many big checks is Jed York going to write before he just has enough? So going into this offseason, it's one of the biggest in recent memory. And seeing that tweet from 49ers Sports Talk kind of went with my school of thought. Yeah, the 49ers need to make some big moves this offseason, and I expect them to. But then here we come today, Monday, February the 10th, and Tim Kawakami of the San Francisco Standard was on his 49ers Plus Minus podcast with his co-host Matt Barrows, fellow beat writer with The Athletic. And Tim Kawakami had something very interesting to say. And shout out to Rob Guerrera of the Gold Standard Podcast Network for pulling this one and posting it on Twitter. Here's the tweet from Rob that was courtesy of Tim Kawakami, and it says, and again, this is in the context on that podcast of Tim Kawakami being asked about potentially the 49ers going after Cleveland Browns defensive end Myles Garrett. Here's what Tim Kawakami had to say. "I'm kind of hearing that this really is a go-for-broke season. There's a lot on the line. They're paying a lot to their coaching staff, ... So if Tim Kawakami is hearing that the 49ers will be going for broke, as he put it, in 2025, that just further, cements what I saw from 49ers Sports Talk about a week ago. And if you're a 49ers fan, you have to be absolutely thrilled at that news. We're already hearing rumblings. The 49ers are interested potentially in going after wide receiver T. Higgins in free agency. They've already been linked to looking into Myles Garrett with the Cleveland Browns. This is going to be a very exciting offseason, 49ers fans. I've been trying to tell you here on the channel in recent weeks. I really expect the 49ers to make some noise. And now when you have Tim Kawakami coming out and saying that he's hearing the 49ers are going for broke in 2025, that's got me pumped up. I got goosebumps when I read that. Because look, the 49ers have a fourth place schedule in 2025. The 49ers are hosting the Super Bowl in their house in 2025. They brought back Robert Saleh. They recently hired Gus Bradley. The Niners are going to do everything that they can to hoist that sixth Lombardi at the end of the 2025 season, and it'll be in their house if they do it. So, of course, the 49ers are going to do everything in their power to try and make that happen. Niners fans, how pumped are you to read news like that? I know I'm excited. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. What do you think the 49ers are going to do? I've been talking about it here on the channel, and I will continue to talk about what I think the Niners may or may not do. Things are just getting heated up, Niners fans. Now that the Super Bowl is over with, we're going to be heading into the scouting combine soon. Then free agency is right around the corner after that. I'm pumped up, guys. Let's go.